What is something from the past that you can't just get over? Something that you can't quite find the energy to get over it. What do you do about it? Why can't you get over this? What is it about this energy that you're so locked into it, into these beliefs? So to me, this is like a choice to stay down, a choice to stay in energy that's not really serving you. It's a sort of a choice between getting help or doing what you need to do to get the help or doing what you need to do to, I want to say, smooth things over and not being able to, or not being in the mindset where you feel like you can. It's sort of like tricking yourself into thinking you can't do better, you can't do more. You're sort of in a stuck energy. It's hard because each one of these spirits here sort of represents another part of your fears or your consciousness. There's a lot of things that are holding you back right now. It's definitely fear. It's definitely, I feel like, failure fears. There's definitely fears of not being able to do something or not being good enough at something. I also feel like it's like you don't want to deal with the shock of the fact that something has to change and something has to move on. It's too hard for you to think about that. It's too hard for you to imagine. Like you're feeling like it's bad now, but it will only be that much worse if I leave this situation or I leave this person or I don't take it upon myself to look at it for what it really is. You don't want to see it for what it really is. So let's get another card here for advice. So there was a lot to be learned here, but what I'm getting is you may be having a difficult time letting go because one or both of you did not grasp the lessons fully. So this feels very karmic to me, very karmic contract. A lot of people feel like karmic relationships are bad, terrible, horrible. They're not all horrible. They're not all destructive and sickening and depressive and violent and chaotic. They're not all that way. Some are a little softer. The energy will present softer. So to me, this is like lessons need to get learned here. It's like balance has to return to your life and their life. And it also has to do with like cut through the bullshit and get down to the core of the matters. And if they can't be fixed, they can't be fixed. And it has to do with like getting to the truth of the matter and being, like almost enlightened and educated by something that you maybe don't have a full understanding of in regards to this relationship or this connection. Let's get another card and see. Yeah, it's like the nightmare has to end is what I'm hearing. You're not sleeping, you're up all night, you're worried, you're thinking, you're waking out of a dead sleep, you feel like you're being haunted, you feel like everything is just so scary. And when is it going to stop? And how do I get this to stop? A lot of the problem is that you're manifesting a lot of it, unfortunately, yourself. It's not so much the people in your life that are causing you the grief and these problems and troubles, or the people in your life that you love that you're worried about or concerned about, but more so a lot of the fears and anxieties that you have created that may not be realistic at all. So what I'm getting is, look at these swords. Each one has to be kind of pulled up and out and looked at. Well, this one really isn't that true or real. This one really is, I can be okay. Some of these are too many is what I'm getting. It's like this overkill of emotions with you, and I do feel like you are burdened, and I do feel like you have troubles, and there's lots of people that need you and coming to you for solutions and coming to you for support, and you kind of, I feel like, are very tormented by not being able to help all the way or as much as you could. I feel like, yes, there are some things that are out of your control, but you also have to give in to what you can't control and let go of that because it is affecting your health. At the end of the day, the person that you're dealing with is not in the best energy because They have a win or lose mentality. They always want to win. This could be you too, where you don't want to give up on this connection because you feel like you've lost, or you don't want to lose, or you don't want to feel defeated or beaten anymore. But what I'm getting is sometimes you have to walk away. A fight is not even worth it anymore. Sometimes the people we're dealing with are so strong and so influential over us, we have to disconnect from them and walk away. Let them win. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. You're walking away with the integrity. You're walking away in the right, okay? The one that's standing there grabbed all the swords and is holding this one up real proud of what he has done or she has done now does not care at the end of the day. They're doing what they need to do to fulfill their needs. They're paying attention to who they want to pay attention to. They're putting the energy where they want to. And you may feel very defeated by this. You may feel like you don't know what you did wrong or why, but this person has issues. They have issues with control. They might not even seem like they do, but if something they say or do influences you in a negative way, they do have control. So if they say something you don't like, or, they promised you something and didn't deliver it, and they're like giving you, I'm sorry, I couldn't, or a weak ass sort of apology or explanation, that's their way of manipulating you. It's very covert. Yeah, they're so apathetic. I feel like they have no interests. It's not even just with you, it's with everything. Like, they have limited hobbies, they have limited joy, they have limited things that they love or care for. They have big dreams that did not come true. They have fantasy type thinking, and they get upset when reality is like right in their face. They don't like to think reality. They don't want to see it. Like, look, he's like, here's a solution right here. You didn't like these first three, here's a fourth. There's no pleasing this person. They're not easily pleased. They definitely have almost like a numb type feeling to them, or a feeling like they could care less, or they're almost a little bit bitter, or a little bit, shunned by the world, they feel, and they definitely feel like they don't fit in. But they're not offering you anything either. They're just sort of sitting in misery. They're kind of like in misery loves company energy. They're not taking what you have to offer. I mean, you're putting it out there to them, whatever it is. I'll take you back. I'm willing to change. If you do this, we'll be okay. They're not accepting anything you're saying. They just feel like a failure. They don't really love themselves. They have limited self-esteem. They're bored just in general in life, and they're accustomed to their routine now. Wow. I mean, you want to go fly to this person. You want to be with this person. You would do anything for this person, except they don't return the energy or the favor. That's the problem. So, you are going in all your glory and all your strength and all your best skills and skill set come out when you're around this person. Like, you bring this savior energy to them. You bring this sort of organized energy to them. You bring this financial security, money, get your shit right energy to them. And they are in this energy like that. Everything you bring to them never really makes them fully happy or fully satisfied. And you're satisfied by doing this chasing. So there's something about that too.